It's there. We have some broken words. Please kindly you can give out those broken words as I speak.
Yonna.
Thank you. They are surprised. Jingo, njagala ojje nabo as they come to talk. Agambe talwangadde. Obudde bujje.
We are going to use two languages, English and proudly associated to be part of this celebration of the Teachers' Day. I'm going to mess up the protocol somehow. The mayor looking after Greater Kampala region, which also covers Mukono. Colleagues here who work at Mukono branch, the bank is digitized. You don't have to come to the bank to pay for water. Then Mucham's violence is the, okay? So this is the guy, and open accounts and like. The day is basically for Corretti to share. Thank you so much for having us. Like I said, we'll keep our
Men, you have children, you have daughters, right? You have somehow, somewhere trickles down to a man. You must have a woman in your home. If it's not your wife, your sister, your brother, so why is standing here on Chala? What is standing? Were you receiving any payment during that period? The person can approach you. I want to ask you some few questions. I just want to businesses, tulina nyinyi ne business service tera kuberanga wala mu education, mu food.
You lack financial literacy. Because there is having money is also going. As our branch manager, as our officer, they're always there, you're always welcome.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union it makes us strong.
Henry Ntambi Kityo, nze chairperson wa Uganda National Teachers Union, Mukono Municipal Branch. Ekyamazima empeera obw'omusaala abasomesa gwe tufuna gukyali wansi. Banafu abamu aba science, aba secondary babongeza. Era tubasanyukirako, era tuli basanyufu kubanga nabo bakola omulimu gwa ttendo. Naye tekiisi kya bwenkanya okubanga abantu mutula mu staff room emu, mugenda mu katale keekamu, mutwala abaana ku masomero geegamu, naye ng'ate mufuna empeera ya njawulo. Katonda aba atonda abantu, abatonda mu ngeri za njawulo. Omu abeera n'ekitone kya njawulo, n'omulala n'ekitone kya njawulo, naye bonna baba bagasa era beera bantu. N'olwekyo bwe baawulamu n'okolamu nti bano banjawulo ku bano, ekyo tetuli basanyufu abamu ku ffe. Naddala abakulembeze b'abasomesa twandyagadde gavumenti eteekewo obwenkanya, abasomesa bonna ebasime kyenkanyi, tusasulwe kyenkanyi, abaana bajja kufunamu nnyo. Omukono municipality okutwalira awamu ebibiina by'amasomero, ebibiina birungi. Era twebaza gavumenti n'abazadde omulimu gwe bakoze, naye ekizibu ekyasinga okubeerawo kiri ku nnyumba z'abasomesa. Amasomero agasinga tegalina nnyumba z'abasomesa. Kireeta omusomesa obutasobola kubeera ng'asobola okusobola ku ssomero eryo. Omusomesa asobola kwepakira kuva kilomita 10 oba kilomita meka ajje asomese, ate ng'obusente afuna butono. So twandyagadde gavumenti efeeyo nnyo ku nsonga ya nnyumba z'abasomesa. N'entebe abaana ze batuulako awamu tezimala. Naye ng'ebirala toilets ezo zibadde gavumenti efubye n'abazadde okuziteekawo era n'abasomesa bafuba okusomesa. Naye ate era n'abasomesa tebamala. Eri amasomero ng'eryekyesereka lirina abasomesa 5 bokka, ate nga ssomero lya P7. Eriyo n'amasomero amalala ng'Ekatikolo, abasomesa tebaliiyo. So twandyagadde gavumenti ebe n'abasomesa abamala, okusinanga omulamwa gw'omwaka guno bwe guli nti abasomesa bandibadde bamala tusobole okufuna okusomesebwa okulungi. In Mukono, basically, the classrooms are there when you go to most schools. But the problem lies in lack of enough staff quarters in these schools. You find that teachers will move long distances to come and teach, or they get some of their money and they pay for house rent. Now the service delivery is affected because if a teacher gets part of the salary to pay for house rent, it remains very little, and that one affects service delivery. So we appeal to government that the teachers' houses should be put in place in all schools in the whole country, so that the teachers can be at school and be able to teach. That's one. And in some schools, there is lack of enough teachers. I can give a case in point. There's a school called Chesereka Primary School, has about 5 teachers teaching P7 classes, 7 classes in the school. And this is not enough. There's another school called Katikolo Primary School. They have maybe 4 or 5 teachers, very few teachers. So there should be enough teachers. Given the theme for this year, that teacher shortage is affecting the teaching and learning situation in our country. So there should be enough teachers. Government should recruit more teachers so that the children can get enough teachers to teach them. The sitting facilities are not also enough in some schools. You find that the sitting a school has desks which are not enough compared to the number of children who are in that school. 4 or 5 children sitting on one desk is not healthy. At least there should be 3 children sitting on one desk. So there should be also provision for more furniture in our schools. Then when it comes to salary disparities, we are still complaining about that. UNATU has been always talking to the government to ensure that there is no disparity in payment of salaries. We are happy for our science counterparts for the increment the government made for them. But we are saying people are gifted differently. When you produce children, some are gifted in this way and this, but all of them are important. So these teachers got the same markets, they take their children to the same schools, they go in the same environment, everything they spend on is the same. Then why the disparity? So we are requesting government that should think about removing that imbalance in payment of salaries to the teachers. Then the teachers get the same pay, then we shall be able to plan accordingly.
As our chairperson for UNATO was reading the research that was done by USAID, he talked about very many things. Yes, we know them. And every day when we come here, we talk about them. I think it is now high time we see how best we help ourselves as teachers, because we can. No one is going to help us. Madam President, no one is going to help us. I want next time when we come here, when we have helped ourselves, we want to see, Madam President, something different. Let's see the teachers that have managed to self-empower themselves. Nga tetukyakola ki government tuyambe. Because these private teachers also have issues and they need that team of UNATO. You know, when you are a team, things are possible. Yeah, because they're also teachers. Aren't you teachers? Yes. So, our chairperson UNATO, maybe let it come from Mukono Municipal Council, because for us, as you know, we do our things, then others do what? They follow us. So let you start it in Mukono Municipal Council. See how you involve our private school teachers.
Teachers, indeed, it has been solidarity of the teachers that has achieved many things in as far as your welfare is concerned. Your one voice, through your associations over the years, have indeed lifted the reputation and the welfare of this teaching profession. Are we having a vote of no confidence in the teaching profession? As we celebrate this day, I can assure you that when you were 12 years old, there were teachers standing before you in your class. That teacher who taught you when you were 12 years old, when he or she was 12 years old, somebody stood before him or her and told that person. And I can assure you, this has been going on over the generations. If those people voted against the teaching profession, we wouldn't be here today, I can assure you. We need to build a solid foundation, not only for the country, but for the entire world. The civilization of humanity rests on the teaching profession. You can judge a character of a person by how they treat other people who are not going to do for them anything. And for me, that is the markstone of a teacher. When we see little kids playing before us, very few of us know what they're going to become in the future. We don't expect anything from them, isn't it? Recently spoke about money lending. You heard him speak about it. Many of our teachers have fallen in the trap of borrowing money. And we know that when you need money, you can pick it from anywhere. The only thing I'm going to ask you teachers, maybe through the education authorities, but also through the management of the schools where you teach, we should find a way to cushion teachers from money lenders. It is actually disheartening and humiliating to find a teacher has lost everything in the house he or she has worked for the last 10 years because of borrowing $1 million shilling. And we have seen these things happen. Teachers, please stop borrowing from money sharks. But I'm going to ask Madam Nassau here, the people at the district, the mayor is here, the chairman will be here. We need to empower our own local banks which understand us. For me, when I used to be in a private sector, I know that I used to work with the Motor Publications. We had our own cooperative where we would borrow at 1.5%. You would borrow at 1.5%. And our circle, our cooperative, had invested in many things, including publishing. because we were able to buy even land in Chigo. We bought land there and divided it among ourselves. So we need to get organized, whereby you can caution teachers from the vanguards of money lenders.